Hey everybody, this is Peter. I'm a fellow drummer, as crazy as they come. So relax all you DW snobs out there, okay? Yes, I'm gonna drill holes in a DW bass drum. I know it, it's a nice shiny bass drum, nice and blue. Just keep in mind, I bought this kit, a 4-piece kit, over a decade ago for 1,100 bucks. It came with these wonderful racket protection racket cases and everything for 1,100 bucks. I played it a lot, and I already installed a Yamaha holder on it. So to drill some additional holes, to install some more stuff, guys, it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna be fine. So what are we doing? What am I trying to achieve here? Well, first off, I want to show you my little PDP bass drum, okay? This is a nice little PDP kit. I call it my practice kit. I drag it around. It fits in the back of my Jeep. But what I have here is I have a Tommy Lee cowbell mounted. And it's mounted in such a fashion that it has a big, sturdy Gibraltar holder. And it's got the half-inch post and everything else. And it really holds the Tommy Lee cowbell in place without moving. Okay, but why not use a regular cowbell holder? Well, because this is an 8-inch cowbell, to mount it right on the edge, it's a little too far out for me. So I thought I'm going to go ahead and do this. Besides, this is going to be the 4th holder I mount, so it's all kind of modular if I play another kit. Now, second question is, why a Tommy Lee cowbell to begin with? Okay, well, here's the thing. Supposedly, the Tommy Lee cowbell is the most durable cowbell that's out there. In his video, Tommy Lee's talking about how he's broken other LP Latin percussion cowbells in the past, and I can attest to that because I've broken one myself. It broke right at the seam right here because it's just spot welded and it just broke. Now, the good thing about the Tommy Lee cowbell, as you can see, this thing is welded all the way through. So the whole seam is welded. So I'm hoping, plus it's got the ridge, right? The LP ridge. So I'm hoping this is going to be a little bit more durable than any other LP cowbells. And I really like it. It's loud. It's so loud I actually put a sock inside of it to dampen the sound a little bit. That's how crazy I am. Hopefully it's a clean sock. But so anyway, so that's what we're going to do. And as you can see right here, what I did on the PDP, a couple of things. I moved the PDP holder up about 3 inches, and then I added this Gibraltar holder right here. It's a 7/8, except the 7/8 post, 4.5 inches from the edge right here, and that's what I'm going to do with the DW. And just want to show you again. It fits really nice. It's really sturdy. The post has a memory lock on it. And what's cool, really cool with the Tommy Lee cowbell, it also comes with a memory lock, okay? So it's easy to set up and everything else. You can't see it right now, but it's there. So a really, really cool cowbell. A little pricey at 80 bucks, but you know what? I think it's gonna be worth it. So let's go to town. Okay, let's start with the DW bass drum. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is take off the head, the batter head. And for those of you who own DW already, you know that with the the fine thread pitch screws, tensioning screws, it's gonna take a little longer. Probably gonna kind of speed us up a little bit. And just so that, also, this is a preference, right? I really like the Remo ebony pinstripe as a batter head. It's really durable, and it's kind of a dead head. Haha, being a dead head, it doesn't have a lot of resonance to it. Yeah, but more than anything else, it's a very durable head. Again, the ebony pinstripe bass drum heads are a little bit more pricey maybe than your normal just a clear pinstripe or whatever your preference is, Evans or aquarium, whatever your liking is. I usually try to do 2 at a time. I mean, as drummers, we should be reasonably ambidextrous. I would give my right arm to be ambidextrous, by the way, okay? Just so you know. Okay, there we go. Here we are. And usually when I take off the bass drum head on any bass drum, I kind of leave everything right there. Take off everything, put it to the side, and there you go. And now, what you're gonna see is, oh my gosh, what is that crazy thing? What's that post doing there? What is that? Well, for us that have been around a little while playing drums, let's say we played in the 70s when Tama first started coming on the scene. Tama actually sold this post for us who wanted to play without a front or resonant bass drum head. They probably stopped selling them sometime in the 80s, and they're really hard to find. But being an old crazy guy, I thought I want to recreate what I had when I played in my 20s. So I found a seller on Reverb that had 2 of these posts, and I bought them right away, okay? Is it needed? Probably not. However, the DW shells are thin shells, and they're a little bit flexible. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put a post in there, Tama post. If you want one, they're hard to find, but you can probably hunt for them. I did. So there it is. Okay, and of course, in addition to the ebony head, I also use some carpet foam. I just roll it up and stick it in the bass drum. Now, what are we gonna do next? Well, I have all my tools and everything out already. And what I do know, since I've done this already a few times, I wanna place the Gibraltar holder 4.5 inches from the edge of the bass drum. And what I do is place some masking tape right here and right there. Kind of use that guide. There we go. We have that. Then get the feet down. By the way, a little tidbit with DW, for those who may not know or may think about buying a DW kit, the weight of a DW kit is all in the hardware. So if you take all the hardware off, the shells are actually very lightweight, okay? But my gosh, there is no chrome like DW chrome, okay? All their chrome is immaculate, and I love it for the chrome. Now, second, this is the holder I'm using. It's a Gibraltar holder, and it's a universal holder. It takes any 7/8 post, okay? Now, this thing is a little tricky to get out of the package. So I'm gonna get some scissors to get it out. Okay, like I said, it's a little tricky to open this package, okay? And like any kid with scissors, we gotta be careful with scissors, but it's the only way that I found to open these things up. Hopefully I can do it without cutting myself. We'll see. Okay, plastic is really tough. Packaging is good. There we go. And like I said, the plastic is really tight on these things, but my goodness, you should be able to get most of it off. It kind of sticks a little bit on the handle, but that's okay. Voila, got it off. Okay, fantastic. Now we got to measure where this thing is going to go, okay? So I know already that I want it placed 4.5 inches from the rim. And like I said, I already got some duct tape, goodness gracious. Duct tape, the drummer's best friend. I already got some masking tape down, so I kind of know where this thing is going to go. And what I'm going to do is take off the screws, the mounting screws. And one of the things I really like about this Gibraltar holder is that it comes with a nice big plate, and it comes with the rubber gasket already, so you already got that stuff. Okay, so first thing I do is I measure 4.5 inches from the back end of the bass drum itself. That'll be right here. Ta-da! Measure a few more times. There we go. Of course, all these screws are in the way because some people are crazy putting stuff on their bass drums. And then we can kind of use this kind of like as a little template, like this. Not perfect, but it's gonna work. Okay, 4.5 inches from the edge. Draw a line right here, and of course the reason why we're doing masking tape, using masking tape, is because we don't necessarily want to draw right on the bass drum. Okay. And one of the things that I'm gonna do is I kind of want to see if I can get the center of where this thing's gonna go. Kind of measure a little bit like so. I think it's good right here. Okay. Same thing over here. And I get it so that it's kind of centered. There we go. Okay, now we have an idea where this thing is going to go. What I use the plate itself, the back plate. And we're going to make sure that this can go like this. This is going to go about like right there. Let's just check and make sure. I like to use the 2 screws towards the back because all the action is to the front, and I want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy. And now, since I have this thing already installed, I want to make sure that it's actually cleared the crazy Tama bass drum post, and it clears it fine. Probably gonna move it a little bit like so, right there. That looks about right. Okay. There we go. And about right there. I'll just draw around a little bit like so. There we go. There we have it. There are your screw holes, of course. There we go. And then, of course, the 7/8 hole where the post is going to go. Okay, all right, there we go. Let's see if that lines up reasonably well. I mean, of course you can't see it, but you can kind of guess at it, right? It's not that big of a deal. Come on, it's just a bass drum. Oh, but it's a DW bass drum. Relax, people. Okay, that's where it's going to go. Okay, let me show you the tools we're going to be using. Drill bits, several sizes because we want to make sure that it fits. 7/8 spade drill bit, we're going to need that. We're going to need Phillips screwdriver, and this is a 5/16 little ratchet to tighten everything up real nice. And of course, a drill. Woohoo! And what I like using, again, being kind of a dinosaur that I am, I like corded stuff. Okay, none of that cordless stuff for me. So let's plug this in and we'll go to town. Okay, get your drill, get your drill bit, and we're going to start by drilling the 3 mounting holes. I start with a little bit of a smaller drill bit, okay? And you guys are gonna say, is he really gonna do it? Yes, I'm really gonna do it, okay? So let's start. Here we go. Okay, a little word. Don't press too hard on the drill, okay? Because when you break through, you want to try to break the wood as little as possible, okay? So no need to be too crazy. There we go. Oh, fine. There we go. There we go. Feels good from the inside there. Go. Feels pretty good. Blow that off. Oh no, bass drum got all dusty. Fine, relax. Okay, now 7/8 spade drill bit. Okay, nice and tight. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do a few things here, a little different. And again, I'm kind of eyeballing it here. Okay, let's start right here. There we go. And go through a little bit at a time. And then, because this has a tendency to actually break more wood, you're also going to drill it from the inside. Okay. Okay, go back on top. There we go. There we go. And by drilling it from both sides, you can tell that the hole is nice and intact, not a lot of splinters on the side. And there you go. Okay, the drilling is done. Okay, next step. First, let's dust this off a little bit. A lot of sawdust. By the way, so that you know, here's my hybrid bass drum mount. If you're wondering, well, can you do this on a DW bass drum? Of course you can. It's yours, whatever. Anyway, so this works fine. I really like the Yamaha because it's very modular and can be adjusted, and you can have it for a 5-piece or a 4-piece, whatever you want to do. But anyways, Yamaha bass and Gibraltar harmed arms and what have you. So anyways, just a little side note there. How that works. Okay, let's dust this off. Go. Take off the masking tape right here. It looks like it lines up pretty well. Okay, now what we're gonna need to do we're going to need to enlarge those 3 mounting holes, knowing this from experience. So, and we may need to enlarge them a little bit more even so, but let's start right here. Okay, there we go. Nice. Go. Okay. I'm going to try to drop in the holder. We're not going to use the gasket quite yet. I just want to see if it lines up. It lines up okay. Okay. Not great. Let's see in front. Usually it goes like so. Like so. Let's see where we need to kind of enlarge it maybe a little bit. Okay. Okay, what we do here, just kind of open up the holes a little bit. And some of you woodworkers out there, you're probably gonna think I'm a total hack, and I agree. Okay, there we go. Gonna have to open up the front hole a little bit more. There we go. To open up the front hole a little bit more. I think that's gonna do it. All right, and it clears. Thomas screw, here we go. Okay, now all we need to do is put on the gasket and then mount it. Okay, now the gasket is not uniform, so you got to kind of figure out how it's going to go so it doesn't bunch up. Okay, it doesn't go like this, I don't think. No, that's not it. I probably should have marked it from the beginning, but I didn't. Here we go. How does this look? Let's see. Does it look pretty even? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, here we go. There we have it. Okay. We got the mounting screws. And now, got to go from the back side. Okay, let's just flip the bass drum. And hopefully it'll stay in place and won't fall out. There we go. Okay. We got the back plate. We got our 3 screws, and could be a little tricky, but hopefully not too tricky. Okay, oops. Make sure that, oops, that's okay. We can flip it over. There we go. Okay. Let's do the other one. There we go. Okay, the third one. Come on. Okay then, fine. Be that way. There we go. Okay. I'm not gonna go crazy tightening these up quite yet. I'll give you the reason for that. I want to make sure that the 7/8 hole actually line up with the mount itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my post, okay, just put it in right here, make sure that it's actually going to fit. It's a little tight. Let's see how it looks. It's a little tight. So what I'm going to do is, again, you woodworkers out there, relax. I'm going to open up the 7/8 hole a little bit. Okay, let's see if that worked as we have hoped. Let's see here. Put this on here, and let's try this again. We don't have to have the cowbell on here. Makes it a little easier. Let's see if we can. It seems like that is reasonably gonna work pretty well. All right. Okay, let's tighten it up again. And we'll go from there. Flip it over again. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ta-da! I don't know if there's a better way of doing this. I don't know. Probably being a professional would probably be a better way, but there we go. Okay. Let's try this. But try not to strip it, right? Okay, let's try another screw. When all else fails. Okay, another little trick. The one screw don't fit, try another screw. It's gonna be the last screw. Here we go. Thank you, Michael. I have my helper here, okay? Tighten this up a little bit. Okay. Probably could have used a shorter screwdriver. Okay, let's try it out again. Make sure that the post fits. Go. Ta-da! Oh, like magic. Check that out. How cool is that, huh? I think it's really cool. Okay, fits fine. One last tightening up of things. I use the what is this again? 5/16 little wrench. Okay. You don't need to go crazy. Just a little bit. We don't want to break any screws or anything like that. Just to tighten it up a little bit. Okay, there you go. There she is, ready for the next gig to bring along my newly acquired Tommy Lee cowbell. And maybe I'll do a next video. Hopefully I can tell you that after 6 months of banging on this thing, it's still gonna be holding up. So thank you for watching. All I need to do now is clean this out, get my vacuum cleaner out, clean up all the sawdust, put the back head back on, and then go to town. Thanks, everybody.